Hey everyone, Token Dave over here, the dorky token black guy that's just trying to get by. And welcome to another edition of Token Topics. Here, I express my thoughts and feelings on one particular subject matter for a couple of minutes. Keep in mind that everything that I'm expressing is my own biased opinion based on my own experience, what I've read, and what I've seen. I'm going to touch a subject matter that might be touchy and everything. And basically, it's a racial subject. And that is, race bending of characters. Now, guys, let's be honest. Despite it being 2017, there is not that many black or African American leading characters in movies or in TV series. Now, there are various reasons why and everything. There are business reasons why, currently, particularly in Hollywood right now, because movies are made more for a world audience, and to be frank, the second biggest consumer of movies is China, and Asian culture, they don't really view us very favorably, and the reason they don't view us favorably is primarily because they see us something that's white or lighter and everything, a little bit more pure. It has nothing to hide. Where something that's darker, there's more to hide. So that's the beast in itself. But if you really, really look at it, there's still, while it's improved now, there's always been a lack of leading black actors, that carry a TV show or a movie. Now, you could talk about the blaxploitation period or the hood films of the late 80s and the 90s and everything, but those were niche markets. I'm talking about, black leads for a mainstream show. Very rare, and with rap and hip-hop becoming more mainstream in the early 2000s, a trend started to happen. They started to race bend previously established characters to fit and target a particular market. Now, when I say race bend, I'm talking about, a character that is traditionally Caucasian, and then you cast a minority, particularly an African or Black American, into that role. And a lot of times when that's done, I'm going to be frank, a lot of times when it's done to pander. All right. The first example for that was Will Smith in Wild Wild West. Now, while I'm not the biggest Western, I did like the show Wild Wild West, watching reruns with my mom and my uncles and everything. And when I think of Jim West, I still to this day think about the original person, the blonde-haired Caucasian good old boy, that's in the West and everything. When they casted Will Smith, they had to change Jim West's character to being a former slave, fought in the Civil War and everything. And I'm like, come on, that's shameless pandering right now. Right now, there's a huge controversy with basically Deadpool 2 casting a black female lead to play Domino, from X-Force. And, right there and there, where they showcased her. What is she? Okay, you see that's she's black, fine. But then you saw the white circle over her eye. I'm like, wait a minute. Vitiligo and everything, or the Caucasian, the black people that have white patches of skin on their body. I'm like, you're doing that. And she has that sassy 70s soul sister look with the huge afro. And this is 2017. Oh boy. And that's the problem. A lot of times when there's race bending going on, a lot of times it is done in poor taste and everything. And you could tell it is blatantly obvious that they're doing this, to desperately include diversity or try to be more diverse due to the whole Oscars are so white, movement that happened, which, that's for another time and everything. But right now, I explained the negative side of when they do it. But there is also the side where it's done, where it could work, but people just freak out for the wrong reasons. For example, Michael B. Jordan cast as, the Human Torch. Now, this was not the Human Torch from the original Fantastic Four. This is from the Ultimate Universe when they're all younger. Not many people knew that, but people were up in arms and pissed off, and there's a lot of racially charged comments, and I'm like, whoa, dude kicked ass on Chronicle, and dude kicked ass on One Life to Live. So yeah, this is coming off a bit racist, and you guys are coming off being too harsh on him. Let's see how he does. And to be honest, despite how much that movie sucked, Michael B. Jordan was the only good character in the whole movie, guys. Gotta admit it. Right now, there's a huge controversy with the lead actress from 24 Legacy playing Starfire. And people are really pissed that she's Starfire, which is ridiculous based on the fact that she's black because, guys, Starfire is an alien with orange skin. Any actress could play her. Now, some are saying that, it's because the way her body is built. It's built a pinup star, or someone that has the body of an adult movie star or porn actress. Which I say, there are black females that have the banging bodies like that too. It's not mainly just Caucasian females that have those types of bodies. Heck, right, as much as I hate her guts, if you're looking at the body and for the look, and you want to cast a black actress, cast Beyonce. Or you can cast Amber Rose and everything. But now my problem with the casting of Starfire is basically because she's tough as nails and no nonsense, which is not Starfire. Starfire is fish out of water, innocent, little naive and everything, and very emotional, So I explained the bad sides about, basically race bending. Are there any good parts of race bending? Yeah. The sad part is, as far as I remember, right now as I'm recording this, only one actor displayed the good parts. Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington played, the Equalizer. The TV series, former CIA operative and everything, that would help the little guy out. When he did the Equalizer, he kicked ass. And you know what the thing was? His race wasn't a big deal. They didn't bang it over your head like the other shows that I mentioned, or the other movies that I mentioned. Heck, Magnificent Seven. That was a task. And what did he do? He played a Western cowboy, an outlaw, that was able to gather a ragtag group, to go on a mission. And I'm like, wow, I didn't see him doing that and everything. And, he just came off like a cowboy. He just came off like a cowboy from the West. Not a black cowboy from the West, but a cowboy from the West that was charismatic and gathered up a bunch of people to do a job. Very well done. So that's my take on race bending. I feel that mostly it's done for shock value and for pandering and desperation to try to get things to appear more diverse, and they don't do it as well or as thought out, just to not make the race be as big of a deal. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Drop me a comment below. Give me a like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know when a new video loads. But until then, this has been Token Dave, the Talking Black Guy that's just trying to get by, and I'll catch you guys later.